Hey guys, Type here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Eindhoven country. I'm today spawning in the south. We have Farlion playing as US forces, and his loadout is heavy cavalry, tactical support, and mechanized. Teaming up with him is Sunny playing as the Brits, who has mobile assault, Vanguard, and Royal Engineers. Face off against him in the north, we have ArmouredTopHat playing as OKW, immediately locking into Elite Armoured.
Rifle squad ready for action.
And Twitler playing as OKW, also immediately locking into Overwatch. In terms of rankings, Allies round rank 130, arranged team, versus Axis rank 100, arranged team. We did see a couple games from Sunny and Farlion recently as their Axis, so now we're checking out their allies. Should be a good one. Pretty even matchup. I'm a top hat going for 2 squads into truck, so it makes me think he's going to be going for the 2-2-1 here. Empires here waiting for a bit of an ambush. Bit of a timid start so far. No one really committing to anything. Here we go, Twitler pushing in. Soft retreat over there as the riflemen arrive. Okay, here come the Sternpires getting in close. Didn't manage to get out of there. Squad of Tommies could be in jeopardy though. Stern Pioneers rotating around for them. And an early retreat from Sunny, making sure they get home safe. But we haven't seen much action from these 2 riflemen. So they might need to come down to try and defend the cutoff. Stern Pies pushing in. Stern Pies got to be careful about retreating too late here though. 2 riflemen into the retreat path. Could potentially kill. Sternpires should be running and gunning here, looking for the wipe. Starting the chase now. But he gives up the chase. And they get away. Missed opportunity there for Farlion. Good work here, jamming the neutralize on the cutoff by Sunny. 2-2-1 coming in, but might be slightly exposing his rear armor there, going down very, very quickly. He has to pull out. Gotta be very, very careful. That 2-2-1's pretty fragile in the early game, especially this rear armor exposed. But at the end of the world, we can pull it back to base where Stern Pioneers are already healing up. Just not going to lose much time there. We've got a pretty healthy sized allied blob here through the center. Got 2 more squads coming across. But the Axis did manage to cap out both of the flanks, so they've got a pretty good map control situation after that. Closing the distance. Yeah, looks like they're going to make a charge onto the cutoff. We do have a battle group going up here for Twitler, but Lies aren't going to get there in time to cancel it. Might not even notice it. There's a mine down there.
The command vehicle has converted to a static building.
In comes the 2-2-1. Ooh, a lot of damage. That squad's a little bit low now. But not chasing him for the wipe. Always pays when you're using the 2-2-1 to check the variancy on the riflemen if they're close to Vet 1. But be very careful with those anti-tank grenades. Rifleman getting forced off. Re-echelon capping on the far flank. We've got the captain coming out for Farlion. Already upgraded with the bar. And ArmouredTopHat has gone for the mechanized truck, about to complete. Typically with mechanized 2-2-1 builds, you tend to go straight into the Puma instead of upgrading the 2-2-3. We'll see if that's the option here for ArmouredTopHat. And then you upgrade the 2-2-3 after the Puma's out. Oh man, that's a lot of squads into the retreat path. Re-echelon in some trouble. Softening up. Yeah, it's not enough. Too much damage. Riflemen get close enough for the snare though. And now the 221 in jeopardy of going down. Squads charging forwards, trying to do damage. Frontal armor at the moment. So not many bullets are getting through. Still chasing though, the bar could do some decent damage. And the captain pops a smoke right at the base doorstep here. And he decides to give up the chase. So close. The ArmouredTopHat gets away with it. Good work, good activation of the smoke though. This event one ability. Good that he didn't forget about that. Oof, drops 2 rifle models right then. Fired up captain staying in there. Push through centre, 5-man upgrade complete now for Sunny. We did see the half-track coming in for Farlion. Ooh, big blob here on the Fox. Badly outnumbered, needs to get out of there, forgotten about it. There he goes now. And it is indeed the Puma for ArmouredTopHat. Triggers the mine down here. And Axis getting pushed back a bit. Twitler going for the Rakitten in response. To the A half track, and the Puma's going to be on deck as well, so should be able to contain that A half track pretty effectively. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Sunny is going with AEC. Maybe he's waiting. Oh, no, I'm not sure. Decides to delay it a bit though. Get it after the 5-man upgrade. Okay, and manages to get down a trench in the capture circle, looks like. Send a grenade in. Looks like he did that slightly more towards the lead door as well. So it took quite a lot of damage as they were jumping out. And that's going to... the Puma's going to give some fits to the allied light vehicles. No healing here for Twitler. Paid to, even though he has gone for a battle group, just put down 1 meat crate in your base. He's going to bleed a tremendous amount of manpower thanks to not being fully healed up yet. Looks like he's going for a super fast tech truck though. That's why we haven't seen him upgrade medics from his HQ yet, just to get that shred down immediately. And ArmouredTopHat going for an aggressive 2-2-3 positioning there.
Supply half track is ready for orders.
Trying to speed up his fuel income. Haven't seen too much action from the AA half-track so far. You can see 0 kills to still almost no veterancy. Has not been terribly effective so far. Ooh, that was a close call. ArmouredTopHat getting a little bit lucky there. It's 2 escapes now. It's 2-2-1 also. A bit lucky. Puma going forwards, looking for some shots on the AA half-track, but Rifleman there with the snare zoning it out. Do have the machine gun back there, repositioning now to deal with the incoming rifleman. And retreats on one of them. 2 still zoning. And he does get close enough for the snare. Slight mistake there for ArmouredTopHat. That should allow Farlion to continue to cap out here on the right. Regather some territory control. Allies are down by about 50 VPs. Start things off here. Oh, and a sniper from Sunny now. Oh, Jägerlights right there! Spring their ambush. But they were maybe just slightly too far away. Seemed like maybe they're at max range. As soon as the sniper started retreating, they had to run forwards to continue to fire on it. I think only 2 rifle shots ended up connecting there. But good reaction times from Sunny. He hung around there even a tiny bit longer, could have gone down. Because it didn't sound like the G43 had fired at that point. We probably would have got sniped by it. Critted by it. However you want to describe it. Jump into the trench right next to these Jaeger lights here. Kitten trying to take care of those sandbags. T-gun sets up and lands on the Puma. And we actually have a Farlion putting down a fighting position covering that fuel point. I don't know if that's been detected yet. A few mines going down for Twitler covering his 223. Try to play it safe in case the AC tries to charge down this flank and get the kill on it while it's set up. Good work there.
A capture point is being overrun.
We're standing nearby. Sniper on the run, very low on health still, has to retreat again. And if Faust's going to connect with the AC, going to slow it down a little bit. He's got his engineers right there. AC connects on the main gun. Senior grenade in, trench has to evacuate. And Raketin chasing forwards, threatening to finish the job on the AC if he doesn't back away further. And now just inching forwards. He wants to put some pressure on the fuel, but we've got the AT gun covering the fighting position here, so should be able to defend it. But at the moment, the Axis in a good territory control position. They just constantly edge forwards into the Allies' territory, capturing maybe, you know, their munitions point or a couple extra territory sectors, the VPs. The Allies struggling a little bit for territory control. Sniper still not at full health, a little bit risky coming back out. It's those Jaeger lights which are constantly being used for camo at the moment. Could very easily lose it to just the G43 snipe. G43, the Jaeger lights can instantly kill infantry models below 75% health. Getting some work done through the centre. Jaeger lights coming through now. Inching all their way forward. Sniper pulling back. Machine gun also pulling back. Soft retreats behind the heavy cover here, but still has to deal with these overs. Could be tough. Charging in here with the infantry section. Not terribly strong close range with the Greens. Close call here from Sunny, but gets away. Quite a few close calls on both sides now. A half-track on the far side comes in to support the captain and gets the job done. Now you could maybe even see a wipe on the overs. A lot of barred up riflemen chasing him down. These ones with Vet 2 needs to continue the chase, briefly stopping there, but does end up getting the kill. In comes the Puma with the heat shells equipped, looking to kill the A half-track. Just needs one more shot. Heat shells still active, and a stolen AT gun. Half-track goes down, and that's the benefits of the heat shells. Can get the 2 hits off on the light vehicles with the Puma. On the 320 health light vehicles, that is to say. AC coming across to support, trying to maintain control of the AT gun, and they do for the moment. AT gun in the incendiary grenade though, trying to pull back. Doesn't want to battle it out with the Puma. And there we go, first medium tank on the battlefield, and it's for Twitler, having gone for a very fast tech up. And Allies a little bit behind, having both gone for light vehicles. And Sunny especially, you know, gone for the bolster, gone for the weapon racks. Quite far behind. Does have the tech complete though. So sorry for Farlion. Could get a tank out right now, but might be thinking about going for Jackson first off. Oh, retreats right over that mine, and that's enough to seal the kill. I think that's one of the first infantry squad wipes we've seen, right? Re-echelon for Farlion. Actually, just cracked me up there. Okay, trying to push in now. Puma dealing with the fighting position.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
Open up the capture on the fuel. I'm coming across. A T-gun actually connecting. Puma pulls back before he can get the kill on it. Could come around this side, away from the AT gun a little bit, but so he's going to just repair up. Doesn't want to take any risks. But they hold on for a little bit longer. But still, the Axis with a commanding lead. In terms of map control, about to set up the triple cap. Eyes are hurting at the moment.
Ready to go.
After this, I just want to face.
Second AT gun out for Farlion, so no, not going to go for the Jackson. Going to try and save for the Pershing.
Fighting positions is sustaining fire.
Generally feel like, you know, heavy tanks aren't, or, you know, Pershing, IS-2, Tiger aren't like super busted good. That if you're behind, saving for them is like gonna get you out of trouble. If you're ahead, saving for them is alright. If you're behind, generally I favour trying to get a medium tank out, trying to turn things around a little bit earlier. And second AT gun coming in for Sunny. So that means that there's a lot of team weapons now for the Allies, and that's when the rocket artillery needs to come through. It looks like ArmouredTopHat trying to take up for a tank here. But maybe we'll... Oh, no. Gets the decrew on this 6-pounder. Maybe I'll get a salvage on it here as well. Not a little bit too much fire. Before on the far side doesn't come into support either. Could maybe have got the kill on this. Puma came forward, but a little bit too late coming across from the other side, so don't manage to get the kill on that decrewed anti-tank gun. Missed opportunity there. Big blob coming forwards and doesn't switch the fire on the machine gun to the other squads. So he ends up getting overrun there, needed to micro that. Here comes the Panzer IV though. Double AT guns, triple AT guns there. Luckily only one of them gets through 2 shots, but that easily could have gone down there. 6 hits in total. Yeah, okay, we got an LEFH coming down for Twitler. Okay, also a decent option against so many team weapons. Oof. Barraging through the center at the moment and doesn't get any hits. Farlion just about there in terms of resources now, but not in terms of command points. Still needs about 1 1/4 to go. Oh, is he trying to put down a trench there right under the howitzer? And it looks like it got the whole squad. Five kills. Whole squad died trying to put down a trench exactly where the howitzer was firing. That was a tremendous blunder from Sunny. I stopped looking around there because I was like, oh yeah, you know, the howitzer's firing there. Nobody's going to be dumb enough to run into that region, but not only are they going to run there, they're going to stay stationary building a trench. Double Jaeger lights sprinting forwards, looking for the sniper here. Sunny soft retreating. Infantry section doing some good damage. Oh, does get in range. Here comes the P4, but double AT guns are there. And they fended off. Soldaten go down there, get the decro on the M1, but loses a squad in the process. Not worthwhile. And a, wow, side tech here from Farlion, also going for the captain now. I mean, lieutenant. So he's got a lot of infantry now. Huge amount even. Still has quite a lot of munitions to spare though. Got some bars on the lieutenant. And here comes the Pershing. ArmouredTopHat, you know, having gone for the double obers is a little bit strapped for manpower, so hasn't managed to get out his own tank yet. If not for that, he probably could have had a King Tiger right now. Whoa, nice attack round through the trees. And he ends up getting the wipe, so ArmouredTopHat a little bit behind in terms of infantry now. He's got the Puma there. Can use the heat shells as well. And the Puma does have a slight range edge over the Pershing. So he can milk that range. Should be using the heat shells though, especially when he's got 200 munitions. Coming down again. Goes to the sniper. Oh, takes down the pack howie out the back there. And the howitzer getting off to a great start for Twitler. 10 kills already. These infantry sections in the trench giving these Jaeger lights fits at the moment. And they've got such a big experience edge now, both in Vet 3, whereas the Jaeger lights nowhere near that amount of veterancy, so it's causing some issues for Twitler. Here comes a Comet for Sunny, so both the allied players have a pretty big tank on their side. Oh, but Twitler getting the Panther, so he's got the answer now. Connection on the Comet. Double AT guns are there for Sunny though. And still no commander selection from him. A lot of damage onto the Panther. And Allies finally fighting back. Getting some territory under their control. They're down by about 150 VPs. This territory may be short-lived because here comes the King Tiger, upgrading that with the Panzer Commander as well. He's got plenty of munitions to burn through to drop the artillery on that. A big old flank coming through here. King Tiger heading across in this direction. King Tiger is pretty good against the Pershing. So much damage and penetration. Chew through the Pershing's health pretty quickly. Tiger doing some attack rounds into the smoke. It's Nice idea. Okay, closer range howitzer strike this time onto the trench. Sunny, quick on the reactions, gets out in time. And this is a, ooh, I was going to say relatively close range howitzer barrage. Sunny feels safe to try and put down a trench slightly off to the side there. A strong one infantry model, but too bad. Does have to be careful though. I mean, it does have the potential to scat along and connect with those one engineers. Oh man! All right, good me. Hasn't ticked grenades yet. I think that's what I'd like to see next from Sunny. Ooh, takes a Faust here, engine damage. Probably T-guns there to protect against the Panther, however. Artillery coming down. Oh, that's a sector assault for Twitler. Going chasing after the Comet. There's one more shot to connect. Panther backing away. Oh, the planes finish the job. Man, he got some really good damage from those sector assault planes. Excellent connection on the Comet. Oh, Boomer taking some hits. Getting out of there now. Oh man, AEC still in the danger zone, and the AEC goes down. Sunny just leaving it
The enemy hit our armor rather
in
badly.
the targeting circle. Oh, that's really bad. Sunny has no vehicles. Even, you know, we've seen it time and time again. The AEC still very, very helpful in the late game. The tread shot can make the difference. Pop it on a tank. Let the double AT guns do the rest. So now with no vehicles to his name. I was saying he needed to get grenades earlier, but
Coming as requested.
definitely he needs a tank now to try and hold on. Can target on the far flank. The AT guns mobilizing for Farlion now. And the Pershing. Tank traps holding strong though. With a bit of an overshot there, and we've got quite a few squads coming through. Maybe could take a snare here. Puma nearby though for support. And MG34 goes down to a grenade from the captain, it looked like. Oh, Major goes down.
Just lost a unit.
Panzer 4. Okay, Pershing pushing forwards with the King Tiger there. Tiger connecting. The Tiger staying in here for a bit. AT gun there, but he hasn't popped the AP ammo, and the artillery dropped on the AT gun now. Pershing in a bit of trouble. Oh, the scatter is not quite there. The couple models from the AT gun were standing a bit too far away. So the AT gun survives that. It does have the repair crew right there. Can also use the emergency repairs once he's out of combat for long enough. Okay, bit of a push here. Oh, but we've got the strafing support to try and support these anti-tank guns to stop them from going down here. Oh, but all the rockets basically connecting with the world objects. The castle there. So the Panther almost takes no damage. We have Obers running in, but there's an anti-infantry plane for strafing support as well, so be careful. Pops the anti-air mode on the Shredder over there. Same with the one over here. It seems like maybe that's out of range. There we go. Nothing's in the targeting circle for long enough.
The enemy is trying to overrun our HQ.
Let's see where that plane was crashing. Now it's coming down. Where's it targeting? Oh, it's targeting the base this time. Not heading too much at the moment. 20 kills on that now though, so that howitzer has been working really well for Twitler.
HQ is under attack. Typical enemy trick, isn't it?
And gonna push out of his base a bit with the ambulance so it doesn't die and so his troops can heal and reinforce for harm's way.
Our capture point.
Definitely
They're
needs to
trying
heal up
take
with
it.
those anti-tank guns. But here comes the crocodile for Sunny.
Tank and crew ready to go.
See how he goes with it. Mechanized truck coming for Twitler, which is a good idea given that he's pretty much at his pop cap limit now. Not much else to spend his resources on. Okay, crocodile coming forwards. Burning up. Disengages though, doesn't chase him for the wipe on that squad. Let's have their double AT guns right here in support in case he got in a little bit of trouble. But the Allies down to 166 VPs, so they need to get some VPs under their control and fast. Lots of fire coming in over here now. Ooh, gets the D crew on the anti-tank gun. Sniper has to be careful too. Another good connection. Not even jumping out of the trench right next to the howitzer fire. And that howitzer is a laser beam. 3 shots in a row. And that AT gun is completely destroyed now. And target coming through the center. Squad inside the trench trying to hold on. And on the far side as well. See a critical shot on the Panther. And the second anti-tank gun. It's nearby, he sets up, but doesn't get any damage on.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
And the sniper's critical shots really causing that Panther some issues. Bit of a push here from the Axis. Got to be careful, a lot of AT guns nearby for the Allies. Now the Panther's taken an engine critical. Oh man! Right at the edge of the anti-tank gun's range. Panther 4 goes down there. I thought he was safe. Right at the edge. Thought he was so far away that maybe take aim to get the extra range, but no. There's a lot of rifle fire there. Is Farlion going to chase for this one? A little bit, but they do get away again. Pershing slamming home some good hits here. Oh, I didn't even notice this. We had the walking Stuka. So we got 2 kills with his first barrage. At this stage, ArmouredTopHat could consider repositioning his 223 off the fuel. Maybe across to the munitions instead, or maybe just to a standard territory point to get some more munitions. He's got a huge bank of fuel now, so probably doesn't need that getting boosted anymore. This decision may be made for him with the squad capping on the point. Decides to pull away to safety. Yeah, the munitions can be handy, so you can always pop the heat shells, always pop the emergency repairs, always pop coordinated barrage. Just plenty of things to spend his munis on. Pushing coming across in response to the KT again. Ooh, that was a pretty good shot. A lot of health damage. Only 1 model down though, and now the Pershing coming in looking for these overs. They're retreating. And King Tiger on the move, missing that shot, and the Pershing wipes out one of the obers. Drops the artillery. No reaction from Farlion. Okay, pulling back now. Ooh, that was a close call though. Especially with the King Tiger getting a big hit in there. Could have lost both of those squads. Panther pushing in, maybe hoping to catch the rear armor of the Pershing, but I think makes better of it. But still, Axis with the VP pressure. Looks like they've only got one bazooka on that re-echelon squad. Oh my god, that Pershing. Some nasty hits. King Tiger continuing to miss while firing on the move here. Don't prioritize vehicles either. Puma has to disengage, takes the snare. King Tiger getting out of there.
Ready. Go ahead. Over here.
Now it's coming down in the center again. 30 kills on that howitzer now. Walking Stuka ready to fire as well. Axis continuing with the VP pressure, capping in the center. We've got both of the flanks. Allies are really struggling to contest those VPs on the edges. Jaegerlight's waiting there, hoping the sniper comes forwards, but he isn't. Same story here. Oh, these guys come out of the ambush. Could come across to the far side of the cover. He wants to get a tiny bit closer against the sniper, but in this position he's safer against infantry. King Tiger rumbling forwards. Good connection on the Pershing, and one thing we haven't seen from Farlion is he's got a lot of riflemen, but I don't think we've seen him plant any mines with him so far. We have the sweeper escorting the King Tiger, however. Oh, and double Jacksons now for Farlion. Out of nowhere. Stuka through the center. Is there too much there? Oh, destroys the decrewed anti-tank gun. Okay. Decent, but I mean, not the best. But yeah, neither of these Jacksons has any experience, so these are just straight out of tech right now, and has gone above his pop cap to achieve it at 112 now. He's got a gigantic army. And it's really because he's got so much infantry. Usually would see maybe 2 or so squads less than this at this stage. Farlion's been preserving them nicely. And wow, it goes down. Frontal decrew. Sheena was shooting at squads in the center. King Tiger coming in behind this. Inflict a bit more pain. Jackson's nearby. Haven't mobilized yet. Quite slow getting them around the corner here. The AT gun's there. And here come the Jacksons now. Puma spotting them. Popping the aim shot, but the AT gun's still in range. The turret jam on the Jackson. Jackson in some trouble. Puma landed some good hits here. King Tiger misses the killing blow. Oh, but the Puma from super long range gets the kill. I don't know if that was even targeting that. Maybe it was targeting the Jackson earlier and it got the scatter shot on. Either way, Jackson is dead. Well handled Puma by ArmouredTopHat. See just how strong Puma can be late game, especially with the heat shells. Getting right there, but not quite facing up the correct direction. Open up on the rock. No, no range of that either. Here he goes now. Oh, squad forgotten about. With Twitler, and he loses it. But now the Crocodile in a little bit of trouble, getting a bit low. Panther doesn't chase in for the kill here though. Missed opportunity. His Vet 1, does have the blitz, could have sped forwards there. 2 shots and he would have got the Croc. Walking Stuka again. Oh, direct hit, anti-tank gun destroyed with that. And yeah, that big investment into team weapons starting to get picked apart by the indirect fire now. This is where a USF and British team can struggle if you don't have a commander with a Calliope. Don't really have quite such good artillery.
Tank destroyer is ready for action.
Okay, another Jackson for Farlion. Rifleman with that MG34 that dropped earlier. Squad's just out of range of the machine gun, but now going to get suppressed. Munitions for the strafing support, but also munitions for the sector assault. So that could be a big factor in the next hectic engagement. Wow, Twitler managing to squeeze a King Tiger into his army after losing that Panzer IV. We've got 2 Jacksons here, and looks like they're going for the Puma. He's also popped the ability, combined arms. Oh, but a main gun crit on the lead Jackson. And that is heartbreaking for Farlion. Instead of potentially getting the kill there, he just has to disengage. Going forward for Sunny, but that takes a walloping from the King Tiger with the heat shells. Got the Sturm Tiger waiting back there. Jackson and Pershing pushing in, and a friendly mine getting triggered. King Tiger very, very low, but the aim shot from the Puma keeping it safe. In come the plane, sector assault targeting the Jackson. Oh, but he survives it. Double AT guns somehow surviving that rocket artillery. That looked like a direct hit, but they barely took any damage from it. Pushing sneaks forwards for a shot, but that may have provided some sight for the planes. They take some damage here. Stern Tiger shell into the center, wipes the squad there. The Allies charging back in. Pershing takes some more damage from the anti-tank planes. No anti-air from the Allies this game either. No Centaur from Sunny, no rebuild of a half-track for Farlion. We haven't also seen very much activation of the off-map smoke from Farlion. Maybe that could have saved this Jackson that took the crit over here before. At least forced ArmouredTopHat into a few more attack ground shots. Because it didn't die immediately after taking that crit. There was enough time for the smoke to come down. Oh, hits a mine on the far flank. Panther there, but so is the Crocodile and the Snaring squad. Anti-tank guns rotating. Doesn't pop the sprint on them though. Needs to pop the rapid maneuvers. Oh, and the Panther dives in deep here. Takes a snare. And now looking likely to go down. Thought once he saw the Crocodile he would pull back. Got a little bit greedy. And it costs him the Panther. Dropping the artillery there. And Axis capping in the center. 88 VPs left for the Allies, but they have done a decent job over the last few minutes. Axis also getting slightly low now. Oh, a whole bunch of mines going down for ArmouredTopHat on the far side, but he's out of munitions now. Finally burned through it all. Oh. It's a mine. Here's the booby trap. Almost dead now. Got some Stern Pyros coming in and probably can get the wipe. But the Allies are desperate for the VP, so he decided to get the neutralize at least. Now on the retreat. But the Stern Pyros do get the kill. So he kind of did need that squad for repairs. Oh, maybe not. Actually, he's got the vehicle crew repairs.
Panther, ready for action.
Pushing forwards, but runs into that machine gun again.
Command level capability.
Can Tiger come around the corner? But Comet and the Crocodile there, and he's dropping the strafing support. Crocodile going to take engine damage. Oh my god! Vulturides took a hammering there though. And he loses them. They did get the snare off, and here comes a fresh Panther for Twitler. Here comes a sector assault now. Crocodile also in some trouble. Comet coming out the front to try and act as a bit of a blocker here. Is the Panther going to dive in on the Crocodile? That's a big question. Sticking around for the snare, and he gets it, so the Panther can't really chase in here. Does cost him the snaring squad, but that's worth it to save his tanks. Oh my god, his stationary anti-tank planes need to get the kill on the Comet. And the Allies really need to pay attention to the edge of the targeting circles there. Staying in for too long multiple times. So we saw some action in the center as well. King Tiger for ArmouredTopHat almost went down. Maybe to the anti-tank guns. Looks like they've been decrewed over here. Oh my god! Howitzer connects with the Comet, nearly kills it. And connects with the Crocodile now. Finds the repairs and
HQ is under attack.
now up to Vet 4, 36 kills. Second Comet comes in, fresh one. But instantly pulls back a little bit. Good dodge on the Sturm Tiger shot there. And now the VP situation turned against the Axis. Just about triple cap for the Allies. But man, that Puma, that thing might be the MVP of the match. So strong so far. 4 vehicles destroyed. So rebuilding the engineers for the repairs. Such a large number of units requiring repairs, and did go for Hammer, so doesn't have access to the heavy sappers. Okay, we're gearing up for some action. Feel it. Axis tanks are back healthy and they're pushing. See the excellent line of sight of the Puma. Just allowing him to destroy these Jacksons. Gets his first shot off. And then transition into the aim shot after that. So 1-on-1 with no sight providing units. And we're doing very, very well against these Jacksons. Artillery on the AT guns, but they're out of there. Out coming down here as well. Crocodile pushing forwards. Panthers there. And getting some good shots in too. Ooh, Croc getting quite low here. Panther blitzing forwards. And he stopped backing away with that briefly. Luckily for Sunny, Panther misses a shot there. The Raketen has pushed forwards as well. Now the Comets are in a bit of trouble. I think he will survive one more shot anyway. Bounces it. Oh, but this one, oh my god, so low. Might be at an unusual amount of health after receiving partial repairs only.
Push your attack. They are down to 50 points.
Yeah, the announcer, Allies down to 50 VPs. do have the far right now. But the Axis just pushing and pushing and pushing. Okay, Puma might be overextending here. Pops the heat shells. Oh, takes a walloping. And down it goes finally. There's a big scout. Now the King Tiger in some trouble. Blitzing back, trying to get away here. Oh my god, just hammering that Jackson. And a lot of misses. Farlion decides to disengage. Storm Tiger is there, threatening a rocket if they continue to chase. But I don't know, it honestly might have been worthwhile losing a Jackson to kill that Puma finally. That thing was a menace. Just desperately need the VPs down to 31 now, trying to go into the center, but the Storm Tiger gets the wipe. Even though he tried to retreat. Trying to repair up our engineers. Good connection there from the Pershing. Here comes the Crocodile as well. Tiger is just left out here for the moment. Could pop the heat shells here. Nice capping in the center, but the King Tiger there. Oh, the walking Stuka gets the wipe. Gonna get the neutralize. No, he left the capture circle slightly too far forwards, and there we go. The heat shells on the KT takes down the Crocodile. And yeah, slightly overextending with the Lieutenant. Looks like he's in the capture circle there, but he wasn't quite. And he doesn't get the neutralized because of that. Now down now. That's trouble for the Allies. Coming on the far flanks, opening up the VP capture, but we got no squads over there. Another Storm Tiger rocket nearly wiping the squad, but they do stay in there. Going to be able to get the neutralized. So 15 VPs left for the Allies. And they're pushing while all those Axis heavies are damaged. Axis, you know, we've got double sternpies here for ArmouredTopHat. Got double mechanized trucks as well for the repairs, so their repairs are going to be pretty quick. Trying to go for the capture. Oh man, the Comet from the other side. It's a big hit, and this could be the wipe now. It should go in for the chase. It's missing, however. Bad luck there for Sunny. For the base barrage, might be able to get the Ambo back there. Oh, Pershing. Big connection. That thing's wiped quite a few squads this game. Storm Tiger ready to fire. Pershing has to be careful. Lining up the rocket. Gonna get the stun off. Not much damage though. But the King Tiger's there. Got the stun on both the tanks in fact. Tiger wasn't on Prior's vehicle, shot a squad of the infantry instead. So decides to disengage. The A half track now for Farlion. Is that... Oh man, did I miss a Comet over here that just died? Why was it chasing in so deep that it exposed its rear armor like that? I feel like I missed a couple moments like that, but they're only when the plays didn't really make sense.
75 points remaining. Tactical adjustments need to be
Trying to
made.
zone out here, but he does allow the snare to come through. Let's have the emergency crew repairs. Just capping in the center now. And the damaged engine Comet coming forwards, trying to prevent the capture over here. Allies really need to hold on to the VPs. He's inside the smoke. Captain has his own smoke. Decides to disengage. We've got the Rangers here now, but so is the Storm Tiger. And a late game Kugelwagen. Getting the flank on the MG34 here. Looking for the capture. 50 VPs left for the Axis as well. Oh, and the Comet goes down over here to that Vet 5 again. Double AT guns going after the Panther, but missing, and the Panther does not miss. Neither does the Walking Stuka. Both AT guns gone. So are the Comets. And that was a hammer blow. Sunny at now 15 bot cap. His army is just about nothing. A half-track in some trouble. And so is the Pershing. Big 3 on that Jackson now, but second King Tiger coming through to the center. Axis capping on the far flank, allies with nothing over there. And the allies throwing the tower, they've got nothing anywhere close to the VPs. Army sizes far behind, you can see 98-94 versus 61-14. So it was a pretty good game. Good back and forth action. Allies were down for a large period in the early game. Farlion wasn't terribly effective with his A half-track. Didn't get quite as much damage done as I thought he would. But he preserved it reasonably well. But that did mean that the Axis had superior VP control, especially those first maybe like 15 minutes. And ultimately, it's kind of what hurt them down the straight. The armored plays from Sunny, a few Comets, maybe not the best handling on those. Forgot about a few of his abilities, like the sprint on the anti-tank guns. Probably would have paid to get grenades on his infantry sections as well. Might have been able to sneak a few wipes there. Farlion also having a little bit of trouble handling the Jacksons against that highly vetted Puma. Same story here. Got to see how strong a King Tiger is, especially with the heat shells against the Pershing. It's like tailor-made to beat the Pershing basically. And it performed very, very well in that role. Vet 5 on that bad boy, 40 kills. But GG, a very entertaining game. Close one too. Anyway guys, I'll wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.